being in the driver's seat, did you feel like you could tell the difference between the F-boys and what are we calling the other ones?
Nice guys.
The nice guys. The nice guys.
Yeah.
Right.
I will say no. I did not know. And I purposely didn't want to know who was who because I wanted to be able to advise the girls honestly and not have to manipulate any. I didn't want any information they didn't have. So I was just as confused and disheartened by some of the guys that ended up being F-boys. But the truth is they all look like F-boys. And so I just assumed they all were. But really, Rachel, you know how I knew who was an F-boy and who wasn't? If I was attracted to a guy, he was an F-boy. Like that is, I just trusted my own instincts because I know that I'm attracted to guys that can't love me. And so if I am attracted to you, you're probably an F-boy. And that's more on me than you. I mean, it's hard for me to get mad at these facade boys because they give you all the signs, whether or not they are lying. There's red flags leading up to them just being totally terrible that I've ignored in my own relationships and said, oh, I can change them. And even on the show, there's an episode where everyone comes clean about who they are. And then the game continues and everyone is revealed as either a nice guy or an F-boy, what they came in as. And I thought after that moment, what's the point of the show? You know, like that was the fun of the show. Why are we revealing this in episode, I think 6? And then I realized it was because you get to see women know that these guys have self-declared being an F-boy, yet they still remain in the game because we so want to believe that they can change for us.
Exactly. We do this. We think we can fix them. And then there's this amazing story at the end of it all. If I fix him, then we have this fairy tale ending. Oh, what is wrong with us?
We want things we can't have.
Do you have a horror story of an F-boy that you've had to deal with?
Oh my gosh. I at first I thought you said, do you have a horror story? And I was like, well, I've got a lot of those, but let me think of a horror story. You know,
your business like that.
I will tell you, I do have, I have so many. The worst thing, and it's almost embarrassing to admit that this was so recent because I just feel like I am a person that shouldn't put up with this kind of thing. But I really used to be drawn to men, like I said, that were, felt like I achieved something if I got them to like me. And there was this one guy that I was hooking up with and we weren't having sex, but we had like fooled around and we had been FaceTiming for a while, being in different places after we had like, you know, connected. And I thought this guy was going to be my boyfriend. And he never made any he never complimented me ever. And it was really like, he would compliment me about like things you would compliment your friend about, but nothing ever sexual, nothing ever acknowledging like you're beautiful or I'm attracted to you or you're sexy. And I'm like, but we've been intimate. Why can't you say those things? And I just was like so desperate for him to like me. I used to, before we would FaceTime, I used to like wear like a white tank top. And I remember one day going to the freezer before we talked so I could get my nipples hard and like tweak them so that he would at least have to say something about my hard nipples. And I was like, he's got to say something. And the thing is, he never said anything because he was FaceTiming, not to look at me, but to look at himself because he's a narcissist.
Nikki, I swear, I put up the other day, because we both love reality TV. Yeah. And I put up the other day, I need a new show to get into. Everybody said, Fboy Island, no joke. Go look at my comments.
Oh my God, yes.
And I think people really, they connect to you. Like you can tell you're a lover of reality TV, just like how excited you are talking about it, but just the realness of the show.
I want to just acknowledge that these shows are ridiculous and that they are not like real in the sense that you can't reproduce this in your own life where you don't have a phone or a job and you're on an island and all you do is talk about a guy, like multiple guys you're dating. But there's something to be learned from them about, human behavior. And I think that the shame that goes along with liking these kinds of shows needs to be purged from everyone's soul because you don't have to be embarrassed when you like nature documentaries that you like watching dolphins in the wild interact with each other and mate and you're interested in that. This is honestly our way of doing a planet Earth about the human species and seeing what we do in captivity because and how bizarre our behavior is and seeing ourselves and people and knowing that. I just really hope that people watch these shows or learn to watch these shows just as judgmentally as you always have, but knowing that your judgment is coming from knowing that you might do that too. And that I have a lot more compassion now when I watch these shows, and it doesn't take away from the enjoyment. I still hate who I hate and love who I love, but I know it comes from me seeing myself in these people.
A couple of questions before I let you go. Is there the opportunity to cross over? We've got the nice guys, we've got the Fboys. Can you change throughout this show? Because I would imagine that you never know what the environment's going to do to you, and you might change.
Yeah, I do believe that Fboys can change. And I think the one thing that can make them change is a woman with self-esteem, who they want, because they won't be able to get her unless they change.
Are we going to get a season 2?
I mean, I can't imagine not having one. I would, because of the success of this and because of how critically acclaimed it is, and also reality fans loving it as much as any other show. I can't imagine we won't, and I can't wait to make another one and correct for the things that I saw in this one that I would like to do differently. But and to know now going into it what I know, like, I mean, I got fooled, Rachel. Like I was one of the girls. Like I got tricked by guys that I thought could change.
Like there's no chart. There's certain signs that there's an Fboy, but like you really don't know until you get in and you like put your toe in the water.
Rachel, some of them said they were an Fboy and I still got tricked. I was like, I know he's saying that he is, but like I do think that like he really cares about her. Like that's the problem, is like even when you know, you're like, I still believe in this person. So going into the next one, I'm going to be a lot more cynical, unfortunately. And yeah, I definitely, I hope there's going to be a season 2. I just want a reunion episode. I want to see if these people are still together.
Gosh. I want to host the reunion. Now you can host the show. Give me the reunion.
Sure.
Did any of the Fboys try to hit on you?
You know, no. I mean, I really drew a line in the sand.
Okay, good.
Literally, there was there was sand, and I always around us, and I drew a line. I was like, please don't cross over this, and don't look me in the eyes. No, that's not to say they wouldn't get flirty. There were times when like there was always like flirty stuff going on, but I didn't really like talk to any of them because I wanted to. First of all, no one would let me talk to them. I think they were scared I was going to flirt with them or something, so they wouldn't even let me get close to the Fboys. But none of them, yes, some of them have hit on me, I have to say, but it was always after the fact. And that's what I loved about once the guys were voted off. They either went, they were, as an Fboy, you're punished and you go to limbo, or you go to this nice guy castle and you're like, you know, rewarded for your behavior. And once they were kicked off the show and not in the run to be with the girls, that allowed me to come in as like this character, like this therapist, and talk to the Fboys about why they are the way they are, and then talk to the nice guys and celebrate them for who they were. And that allowed me to like do the kind of be in a character more that was able to like be flirty and like kind of fun with the guys, because it's hard to be a single lady on a show with a bunch of hot guys that are looking for love or looking to deceive you, which is, you know, my bread and butter.
Naked half the time. I mean,
yeah, but I really had to, you know, I want this job to last, so I definitely like turned that off, and I'm like, they're all like brothers to me until they get kicked off. But no, I don't think I'll ever mix those two unless I want to depart the show, and then I'll be like, let's burn this thing down.
Thank you for watching. If you want more extra, hit the subscribe button and the bell so you'll never miss a video.